everybody. Welcome into another episode of Two Fat Drunks. I'm JDV.
I'm Dennis Barger.
And I'm Warpig.
All right, today's episode, we're going to talk about Rick and Morty Season 4. Has just been, they're dropping still frames anyway. Whoever network owns them.
Still frames.
Forgotten. We're going to talk about what we think is the phenomenon still a phenomenon. Coming up next. Okay, so Rick and Morty, 70 new episodes promised over, I believe, 5 seasons. In response to the massive success of Rick and Morty seasons 1, 2, 3. Just hang on.
For a second there, they looked like they were going Chappelle. They were going
Chappelle. And so they've dropped some still frames from it. They've hinted at story structures a little bit. They've said that they're going to, I guess, not be quite as nitpicky because they have to be able to be like a proper sitcom now that they have this many stories coming. And
I think they painted themselves in a corner. I think this is all like to get everybody ready. They painted themselves into a corner, and everybody dissects everything.
Before we started the show, had you heard or seen anything about Rick and Morty Season 4?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I was aware of it, but...
There's the ticket philosophy. Have you heard about the ticket yet?
Tell me about the ticket philosophy.
So,
wait a minute. Before we get into
okay.
You loved Rick and Morty. You turned me on to it.
Love it.
You told me for 2 straight seasons it was the best thing on TV.
And
better than Battlestar Galactica. Just crazy good.
For 2 years.
And it took
Battlestar Galactica, Rick and Morty. That was the only two.
It took me, but Battlestar Galactica is a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 TV show. If you tell me it's as good as Deadwood or Battlestar Galactica, I pretty much have to watch it.
Right.
Or it's as good as MASH. You never seen MASH, you probably should see the first 3 seasons of MASH. If you haven't seen some of Star Trek, never seen it, you might want to look into Star Trek.
At least watch 1 or 2.
Yeah, there's some shows that you have to watch at least a couple of episodes.
But not Star Trek.
It took me a while to get into Rick and Morty because it is a very stylized thing when you really get down to it.
They shift gears into second season too.
But really, those first 2 seasons, what they really are is with the show with Michael J. Fox and Back to the Future. It's just a crazy ass over the top.
Well, I mean, it was intended to mimic that, but
that's why they started. But that's really all the show was. I mean, it was different, of course, but it was just you get this gimmick where you get to go to these different planets and times and all this,
right?
And you have a certain power because of that. But basically, you're a drunk fuck up that is getting into all kind of trouble because you're so hammered, wasted, and you endanger your grandson
with your
constantly. And so that's kind of funny. And then in season 3, he became the most powerful thing in the universe,
right?
And that power curve, everything else is nitpicking.
Show.
That is the giant. That's how the story changed between seasons 1 and 2 and season 3. Is season 3 started so strong. We're like,
I think
this is how
realized they could
break
do more,
out of this prison. But you break out of the prison
and
because
then
you're a god.
Yeah, and then after that, the show just nosedives like.
And then it's about a divorce.
And then the whole fucking season, dude. The whole fucking season. They just, it's going to get divorced, and then...
What, so you hated season 3?
Oh, my God, every second.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, season 3 is so bad.
Oh, my God. The Evil Morty episode is so damn good.
It's just, but...
That is a good... No. I don't...
I think it pulls back up with the Evil Morty episode. It really does.
There are some
Rick,
bright spots
all that stuff
in it.
is brilliant.
You can't say you hate it, but it was a massive letdown.
But let me explain why. Because in season 2, I think it was season 2, and if it's not, forgive me, but dude, autoerotic assimilation.
It's raunchy.
Dude, wait a second. That is actually one of the best.
Squash, you savage.
That's one of the best sci-fi stories. Period. Mm-hmm. I mean, that concept was played out in a way that it's not been played out before. And at the end of the episode, when they bring that song out by Smosh. At the very end of the episode, when he's in the garage.
Is that the one where he's going to commit suicide?
Yeah. Dude, come on, man.
I'm glad you brought that
wait
up.
a minute. That's what took that show the first 2 years. And just went, nope, because that's different. And I got to tell you, right then, I turned around and I said, baby, you didn't watch this show. Because that was kick-ass. That moment, I'm like, geez.
Yeah, it's a shocking moment that really,
yeah.
I just watched this very young show. They were only, 20 episodes in, 15 episodes into it. Make this one of the greatest episodes ever made for television. Wow, they just shit out one of the greatest TV episodes ever.
But I think you're missing a bigger point.
That's what that show was capable of, Dennis.
Yes.
Is something like as good as when you find out that fucking radar dies or whatever the fuck. You know,
Right,
in MASH.
We're back to MASH again.
But see, that was an emotional episode, man, and it's hard to
Well, that's
get.
what I'm saying. It was
hard
great.
to
It was
get
great.
at legit
The show
emotion, dude.
was
That
capable,
was legit, man.
Just talk about it in general, like if you're reading a textbook. But that show was so good. It had that moment and instantly made a huge cult following because it had this bizarre kind of twist on Back to the Future.
Okay, now just listen to me for a second. Though.
And then
you're
season
putting
3
way
happened.
too much on there. You're putting way too much on them. Listen, you got to look at the creator's arc here.
Sure.
They just wanted to do a fun show that was based on Back to the Future. You look at everything they've done before, Community and all this stuff.
But dude, Michael J. Fox didn't try to kill himself in Back to the Future.
No. But then
I
season
mean,
two,
it's way more adult than Back to
two-
the fucking Future ever was.
right? But season 2 realized, wow, we got fans, and they actually pay attention to this. You know what? Hey. Let's build
after
some
season
continuity.
2, that's part of why season 3 sucks so bad. It was so self-aware.
Well,
I think when they realized that the world they built was so out of control, out of their hands, that the fans had really taken over and gone in a whole different world with this.
Season 3.
Yeah,
No,
not season 2.
I think they pulled back from season 2 of being serious because they realized, crap, man, we have got religious.
We got too good.
We got too good. We've got a religious cult following us now.
Well,
and we cannot let go unless we start breaking some of this up and making it not so impactful.
Maybe that's a maybe conversation, but I think the other conversation is that they did not anticipate that.
Right.
This was just not something they could anticipate. So they were kind of caught like, well, now what? And then I think that just snowballed into, well, let's just start writing again.
Everything post Cronenberg, when they have to dig their own grave.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
Although there is a good season 3 episode about that, in my opinion.
Right, no, and they come back around to it.
Yeah,
but everything post Cronenberg is like, wow, we really have something here. We can really kind of take this to another level and keep building on it. And then when they got, it was up there. And when they got to that level and they realized, holy shit, we can't go out in public without somebody jumping on a table screaming Szechuan sauce. You know, right at the beginning of episode or
the show, but they did make McDonald's.
Okay,
right.
All right, so we'll stop critiquing the show. I mean, obviously, but let me ask you this, and regardless of how we feel.
Okay.
Although it seems all of us seem to have our beefs about season 3, you don't seem to be as.
I loved it almost as much as season 1, a little less than season 2.
Do other people agree with me and Jason though, or is it?
No, I think you are in the minority on this.
You think so?
Everybody is so.
Well, that's my
stoked.
next question: is what does Dan Harmon think? Does Dan Harmon think season 3 was the best? The show
we don't know.
Was?
We don't know.
Has he said anything about season 2?
You know, the only thing they said, they were ready to walk away. They were ready to Dave Chappelle it. They were like, I don't care how much money is on this table. It's not enough to do this.
But I think that they came out recently with some statements about that to talk about, I think they said something along the lines of returning the series to the fans or something like that. Yeah. Boy, I want to say that happened. And when I read the quote, I thought, well, why would you say such a thing? The implication is
we don't care about us. We care about what they come up with. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but you can read that one of two ways, right? I mean, it's either their commentary on the fans trying to influence the show, or that they just feel like, hey, we know we made a subpar product, and I don't know if that's the case or not. It's hard to say because I mean, you know. Well, I mean, I guess I don't hate on season 3 as much as I just think I love season 2 so much. I was like, boy, I really wish
season 3's finale is so amazing, though.
Season 3
really
painted themselves into a very tight space.
Yes.
Because you disintegrate the family, and you had this insane plot line that makes your character God.
Right, and then you had to follow that. You're
right,
like,
and that's a come on, man. How about they just keep going to wacky planets and
right?
getting
Because
Star
that
Trek
lost
adventures.
touch with that because they had the family unit. He would just come steal the kid every now and again.
Because before it was just like it was kind of like Star Trek in its episodic nature, but based on the Back to the Future family relationship.
They fucked up when they got the divorce.
Oh yeah, and I think they're going to undo that. I think Jerry's coming back.
Never have done that.
I think Jerry's coming back into the family fold.
Never have been a divorce because that
With all the other
tension
shit
between
going
the
on.
two of them.
Well, do we know? Did one of them go through a divorce and they wanted to
As a matter of
Oh,
fact, I think that's actually literally true. So
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
but,
Just be the bad guy to a Rick from a different universe.
But all right, so now what do
They
you?
don't
All
have
right,
to
well let me
undo it.
ask you this. All right, so let's get
El
past that.
Chivo, isn't it?
I think that Harmon knows the show was off a little bit.
He has an
I know
out though.
he
He has an
he's-
out with the ticket though.
He's so. It's fine, but what I'm saying is that he's smart enough writer. I mean, he is obviously he's a
Genius.
fucking genius
Genius.
writer.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'll put my money on the genius, figuring, you know what? Yeah, we batted 350 and everything, but we didn't make the playoffs in season 3.
Yeah.
They just didn't. And now here's all this money. They hit peak cultural awareness with the Szechuan sauce
Right.
Yeah.
madness. I think that the fad might already be over.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And they're gonna, they'll
was
have
the
a
Szechuan thing 2 years ago?
It's,
A year and a half
going
ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
On that, yeah.
No, it
Yeah,
was
but-
full 2 years ago. It was
I think
full.
that was
Wow.
2 years ago,
the first
man. I
the
was
first
like,
Szechuan sauce was
And
2 years ago.
in pro wrestling terms and internet
Dude.
terms, that's
Dude.
1,000 years ago.
Right.
now,
That's what I'm
man.
saying.
Except
That's
for the
what makes
fact
me-
that this is Rick and Morty. You can take a 2-year hiatus and come back and
with
still
season
kill
3.
it.
But what I'm saying is that they'll have a big Fear the Walking Dead type initial rating,
Burst, but,
and then
yeah.
they're going to shed a lot of fans, I think, because
Depends on where they go.
it's a lot of pressure, though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
I wouldn't want it.
they gave them a lot of money.
Right.
they
Or
have
they
to
could
be
just say,
sorry.
you know what? Let's shift the bed and move on to the next project. Here's your 70 episodes.
It's
We
not
literally-
Disney and Star Wars.
Okay,
buddy.
so
it's a
all
different
right. So
animal,
anyway,
okay?
it's an interesting show because it still has. Obviously, you mentioned the ticket. They can just do Dallas. It's a TV show. They can
Right.
do whatever the fuck
I
they want.
have literally
true.
watched probably 20 videos on fan theories of how the next season's going to go. And every one of them is like completely plausible in a different direction.
Right, and this is what Dan Harmon said about this. He says you can never win against the fans. Yeah, whatever story I pick, one of you guys is going to guess what it's going to be. I mean, so I
Right,
can't-
you're only so
whatever
good at
those
it,
20
right.
are, one of them will be right. I
But
mean,
just
to me,
know what the
I
one you
don't care
want.
about the long term plot. I don't.
Yeah.
What I want
No.
is the Star Trek episodic. You two characters are thrust into a crazy situation, like he's off the grid in the video game. That
was
was a
the
great episode.
perfect- it was
Three of my
perfect.
favorite
It's a-
episodes are like
The fucking
Yeah.
carpet salesman shit.
Right.
Give me that.
Right.
You know, give us that kind of stuff. And if
And it
I
seemed like that sort of
think
thing.
they will go back.
That was the thing that was missing from season 3 is moments like that,
Yeah.
where they were
Simple
actually
Rick
doing
Freedom
like.
Papers is
and
maybe to me one of the best episodes in all of season 3.
Dennis, here's an aspect you're overlooking a little bit. That is a great High On show. It is in season 1 and 2. You know why? Because not just the colors and all that, but the music is brilliant.
True.
Brilliant in
It's-
those first 2
It's
seasons.
present.
And where is the music in season 3?
There is, jeez, not like that, man.
I haven't looked at it from that. When I watch it again before season 4,
I mean, just
Yeah.
think about it in terms of
pay attention to
sensuality. If you're watching this dope cartoon with crazy good music, that's not there in
man.
season 3 a whole lot.
Except
maybe a little Road Warrior
except
episode.
maybe the bit with Evil Morty, as he mentioned, because they had
That's
that
okay.
la la la
Yeah,
la
I mean-
that la la music, which
Yep.
that actually got some traction. That, but I mean,
No, okay, so we're going to wrap this episode up because we talk forever about it. Do you think, whenever it comes out, are you going to watch it?
yeah, I'm
you
gonna
will,
watch
right?
it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to watch
absolutely.
it.
Yeah, you
man.
have to watch it. How many episodes will you give it? If
all of
it's-
them.
Yeah,
All of them.
Oh, no,
They-
I
I'm all in. I'm
Dude,
all
Dude,
in.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know,
say
man.
one.
They get the whole season.
I'm gonna say one. I'm gonna see what you got.
Yeah.
You're good because I'm gonna get a sense of your direction.
Yeah, you better
And if I don't like the direction,
have at least a 2-run double. You
I'm
know,
for real, dude.
you better score some
correct some
points,
shit,
man.
man.
Right here.
No, you better score some points. No, I have very limited time to watch entertainment. And I mean it.
You haven't even
So,
watched The Boys yet, have you?
every time we get ready to try to do it, I'm like, nah.
I watched a couple episodes.
We hate a lot of things. Okay, so we're all gonna draw, but here's the $24,000.
I know, right? How do you like?
For me-
How do you like
for
a
me,
nitro suppository?
Here's a $24,000 question: is anybody gonna watch it? Is it gonna be a success or
It's
not?
gonna be huge. It's gonna break numbers.
Really? You
It's
think
gonna
so?
break numbers.
For what? Comedy Central or who
For
the
Comedy
fuck has
Central,
it?
yeah.
For lack of anything else.
Cartoon Network.
Wait.
Whoever the fuck owns it.
Oh, yeah, Cartoon Network.
Dude, for lack of anything
And
else.
Hulu,
For lack of
Hulu
anything
every
else.
episode that hits Hulu
And
is
that's-
going to break Hulu.
Do you see
Hulu
what I'm
records.
saying? for lack of anything
Do you know
else.
what Rick and Morty's trying to do right now?
Name one other show that's as good as it. Even if
I'm
you
going
hate
to
three.
tell you exactly what show it's going to try to be. It's going to try to be The Office. Because right now, The Office is the biggest phenomenon in television history.
Yeah.
Because it dominates
$100
Netflix.
million.
It kept Netflix
It is
afloat.
Netflix. I just canceled Netflix, so my children will be forced to stop watching The Office.
I think my kids have seen every
Archer,
episode.
I watched-
Bob's Burgers.
25-year-olds will
Both
watch
is
The
good.
Office. I will watch The Office.
I
It's the
never
perfect show.
watched The Office until the last year when my kids made me watch it because they were watching it.
It's like crack.
Yeah.
Because there's so many
still
of
like
them,
Parks and Rec
and they're
better than-
all equally bad.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
all
that's
bad in this, but they're like Newhart bad. It's like, I can't hate
a good
it.
comparison
It's-
because that
But
kind
you
of
know what
makes
though?
it.
Here's the thing. You guys hate on this.
Here's
What
the
was your
thing.
favorite show as a child?
As a
Gilligan's
child.
Island. Gilligan's Island.
Listen.
We all loved Gilligan's
My
Island.
favorite
Listen to me.
movie.
Wait, stop.
Quite inconsequential to you.
Stop. Listen. That's why.
And it's horrible.
King D is a trained hypnotist. You see how he did that? You see how he came in and explained to us what we wanted and what we needed? He was ready to sell us episodes of the show right there. He would have. And you know what you need? Flick boom. Season 2 of your favorite show from when you were a kid. You remember? Dude,
I
he's
think-
a fucking hypnotist. He just tried to push that memory. And I'm like, yeah, I'm agreeing with him.
Don't listen to him. He's just bad.
No, I'm already a worshiper.
All right, so you think it's going to be a success or not? Dan says it's going to break record numbers.
I mean,
Even if it scores 8.5 out of 10
That's a
every
huge-
episode,
No,
it's
I mean,
still
for
going to be a
rating?
huge success.
What kind of rating are you actually like a 2?
I don't
Oh
know.
no
I honestly
I don't know what I don't know TV
about
ratings
that
on
well,
basic
but-
cable
And
that
what
well.
can it get?
But 2 to 3 million people
8
will
million?
watch every episode of that
You think so?
It'll be
on Cartoon
it'll
Network.
be
Yeah.
popular again for what? What else you
Oh,
got?
that's right. I have not seen anything that's blown me away for the.
No.
It's at least
I haven't-
noteworthy. Like what else are you talking about on TV? Like
Yeah.
what?
So
Hey, it's
yeah.
another cop
I
show.
think
It'll be
it's
better than Stranger
I think it's
Things.
going to do very well to start, and then it will shrink down, but it'll stay at a big number. Okay, so hey, thanks for checking us out here as we get ready to march towards Halloween. The fall is officially started now. Summer is dead,
All Hallows Eve.
and we are getting closer to the start of our 6th movie, The Devil Screams at Midnight. We
Devil
are going to be at
Screams
the
at Midnight.
Munroe Popcon on September 14th. September
Saturday.
Saturday, September 14th at the Munroe.
Expo Center, MBMT Expo Center.
That's right. And King D's going to have a.
I'll be there. Wonder World Comics representing.
Yeah, he'll have. If he doesn't have it there, he can get. I mean, he is like the alt.
If you
He's like the collector from the
If you
goddamn
need
movies
something,
and everything.
yeah,
So,
he'll,
so keep checking
it
this
for you.
out.
He can probably
Thanks
get
everybody for
fucking
watching
silent
the show. I think we may be moving into a new digs when winter starts. So I've been working. on
Hey
it.
Travis, this is easy, Andy. I think I
And,
want to tell you about.
like, subscribe, share, and love each other. Until next time. Mwah!
You know the song Ghost Riders in the Sky, right?
Correct.
Ghost Riders, right?
In the sky.
Okay, are you aware that you can substitute the lyrics for Gilligan's Island and it works?
Oh my God.
You want to hear me do
Try
it?
it.
Do it.
Okay, so I'm
Dun,
gonna try it.
dun,
Right?
dun, dun.
Hang on, I gotta think of it. Okay.
Oh,
How's it start? Give me the first like 2 lines. No, Gilligan's Island. Sit. Oh yeah. Wait, hang on. Okay, stop.
Sit back.
Wait.
Right back in with
Sit right back in
Tale.
here with Tale of Football Trip. Started from the wait.
Tropics.
Sing Ghost Riders in the Sky. Just hum it a little bit. Okay, get ready to start. Okay. Once my ship, the mate was a mighty sailor man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 adventures still that day on a 3-hour tour. And now they're all on Gilligan's Island. Now
Wow.
dude. I don't know how I know that.
Mind blown.
Be sure to visit evilgeniusentertainment.com for exclusive content, swag, casting call news, and much, much more.